Hey guys, Auspiciously here, and welcome to the Europa League final. It is today. We have taken on Real Sociedad. Very much looking forward to it. Obviously, just finished playing the regular season, and we are essentially at the point where I thought we would be when I started this season. I wanted to win the Europa League, but at a minimum, I wanted to sort of reach the final, or at least go pretty deep. And I'd say the final is just as deep as I thought we'd get. So, yeah, we'll look at the league table first here before we get into the game. Misclick there. League table and league table. So we finished in second. I'm pretty happy with that. Very happy with that. Again, I wanted top four this season. And surprisingly, Gladbach have slipped in fourth place, which I really wasn't expecting. I didn't really see sort of Freiburg dropping out, but they've essentially, their form going into the end of the season has been quite bad. Anyway, luckily for us, Gladbach actually versed Leipzig on the final day of the season, regular season. So, yeah, and they drew. And without that draw, we would probably be in third place. So, very important, very good win. Actually, we would be in third place, likely depending on if Leipzig had actually won the game. Yeah, they drew Leipzig and Gladbach. I'll go over the recent fixtures. We actually lost to Leipzig the game after the semi-final, of course. 3-1 loss. I'll show you the stats here. It was pretty even. We, as you can see, not a lot of shots on target. They had a really good XG, scored 3 goals. We only had 3 shots on target. As you can see, Rodriguez, Nagtagal, and Melges played really bad. And then up front, we played pretty bad as well, with Strabic on a 6.1, Perez on a 6.6, Rojas on a 6.5. Everyone was pretty dreadful. Bednarek also had a goal disallowed coming off the bench as well. And then the final game just played was a 0-0 draw at home against Heidenheim. And I'm very disappointed because this gel goal, I feel like we had a repeat of this like 4 seasons ago. I think it might have even been 5 seasons ago now. We were back in 2 Bundesliga, and on the final day of the season, we had a game, and essentially the exact same thing sort of happened, and I was just like, it's almost like a scripted moment in the last game of the league, and you're sort of competing for something, that a goal like that gets put in the back of the net, but then subsequently gets disallowed. Anyway, I'll move the face cam back up top. They're the 2 games that we had to go over. Team selection. Everybody is very, very tired today. It is unfortunate. But this is the team. This is what we're going to go with. We got Melges in goals. It's the same full strength team I've pretty much been playing, albeit one change with Bednarek coming into the starting lineup on the left-hand side. Gavidel's been pretty bad recently. Of course, he did score against Leipzig, but last game, I think he got like a 6 match rating. He was absolutely dreadful. And yeah, Strabic is fatigued from last game. Pulisic is injured, which is very frustrating. And then you look at Dusak, Viscasil, Gavidel, and Perez are all needing a rest, essentially. But we are going into the last game of the season. This is it. This is the Europa League final. And we've already made Champions League, but it'd be nice to win another trophy, because at the point that we're at now, I don't see us being in the Europa League again, if that makes sense. So to actually win the competition and get that trophy in the Berlin Dynamo trophy cabinet would be very, very special for us. Now, we've got a DFB Pokal in there, but a nice continental competition, albeit it's only the Europa League. Rojas getting the opening goal. I did not expect to score in the 4th minute. So I was just rambling just then about trophy cabinets and getting the Europa League trophy into ours. We've scored in the 4th minute. Gavidel to Rojas, back of the net. Very, very early goal. Anyway, we're coming forward again. Gavadel actually looks like he's up for it today, as opposed to the Heidenheim game. We actually got Heidenheim relegated with that final game of the season just there. Anyway, Dusak to Rojas. Rojas hits the post. Damn it. That was a chance to go 2-0 up. Oh. Alright, Dusak picking up a yellow card there as well. I'll probably ease him off. The last thing that we need is a red card here today. So, ease him off. There we go. And we've got a corner as well. Never mind. No, we don't. It's going to encourage the boys going into halftime as well. Why not? Sarts picking up a yellow card. Wasn't really too sure who to play between Sata and Rodriguez. I've gone for Sata purely for the fact that he's left-footed. He's playing that left centre-back role. Okay, can we deal with that? Yes, we can. Sata goes back to Melges. Happy days. Pena. Up to Dusak. A little bit of pressure, nothing too strenuous. Natsgal to Rojas, back to Pena. Back to Rojas. Goes out wide to Bednarek. Nice little header inside to Perez, who then goes outside. A few passes back inside. Dusak off the crossbar this time. We are getting unlucky with those shots. But we take a 1-0 lead into half-time in the final here. And we're definitely playing better. But yeah, Perez on a 6-4. Don't really like that. Bednarek's on a 6-4 as well. He's also on a yellow card now. And Strabic hasn't been playing too well either, if I'm being perfectly honest. Alright. We'll see what happens here, but I'm going to make a couple of subs. We're going to win the ball back there, actually. Dusak was a little risky there. Nagtagal's on a yellow card now as well. Cleared away. Viscasil's going to get the ball, but give it away. That's frustrating. And luckily for us, they pretty much just clear their lines. Dusak. Bit of a poor pass to Nagtagal. Goes back to Dusak. Oh, nice passing. Nice passing. Gavadel back on the score sheet. 60th minute. We're 2-0 up. Gavadel's found the back of the net. And like I said, he looked like he's up for today. Whereas Perez does not. So Perez is going to come off. Let's go like this. So Strabic for Bednarek. Tackle harder. Nagtagal going to take tackle harder off. And then Gel is going to come on for Perez. Just a double change. Making sure Nagtagal doesn't pick up a second yellow. He's prone. He had, I think, 2 red cards last season. Also had the most yellow cards last season as well. Alright, deal with it. Melges with a nice punch. Gets it clear. Oh, they're in behind. Oh, damn it. Sata putting it in the back of the net. Oh, it's disallowed. It's offside. Disregard. We are still 2-0 up. I was a little bit upset there for a second. Viscasil's on a 6-3 in the Europa League final. I don't really like that rating. I'm going to take him off. Dmitriev. Everybody at this point is picking up a yellow card. I don't like that. Too many yellows. Too many yellows. Strabic on a yellow as well. Ease him off too. Alright. Strabic gives the ball away. Viscasil gets tackled. I need him to get off the pitch because he's probably the most likely to pick up a second yellow at the moment. Back post cross. And Gel just can't get the header down on target. Got a lot of really tired players out there. Got about 10 minutes left, though. That's all they need to do is hold on for another 10 minutes. And we are the Europa League champions. Nagtigar with a bit of space. Goes up to Rojas. Oh, nice pass. Gavadel. Oh, he's hit the post. Come on. Oh, where's the defense? Somebody. Pena. He's out of position now, though. Oh, luckily for us, that is the most tame shot ever. Whew, okay, 5 minutes stoppage time. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. Yes. Make sure you smash a like for that win, guys. Referee, blow us full time, please. Oh, we've got a third goal. Gavadel. I don't know. That was Dusak's. That was Dusak's shot. He's essentially stolen that. Oh, yes. I called it. I called it at the start of the season. You love to see it. And here we go, raising the trophy. Yes. Get in there. Berlin Dynamo, Europa League champions. Champions League next. Give me a season or two, and I think we'll be challenging. Anyway, let's move on. We've got a bit of an end of season review to go over here. We'll check in with the goal tallies for Perez and Gavadel and Gel. There we go. BFC Dynamo lift Europa League. Gavadel, man of the match, 9.4. 2 goals. We get 7.3 mil as well. Everybody gets a medal. Who hasn't really played? Even Mosquera gets a medal. Ideta Sycan gets a medal, despite not being at the club. And yeah, we join Union Berlin, who apparently won it a few seasons ago. Interesting. Arsenal, Tottenham, Freiburg, Porto. Gavadel. PSG are actually sniffing around Gavadel at the moment. PSG, Dortmund, and Bayern Munich. That's a new one after the Europa League. Interesting. We also get another 3.4 mil for revenue and another 450k for the coefficient. Very nice. We actually pay out 6 mil, so we lose a lot of that money we just got, which is frustrating, and a couple of little bonuses there as well. Got the autosave function on, and yeah, let's talk about this season and what we've done. So obviously we got knocked out of the DFB Pokal very early by Bayern Munich, which was frustrating, but kind of warranted, I guess is probably the way of putting that. We've got the worst discipline. Gavadel picking up the highest average rating for the Europa League as well, 8.06. Got an over 8 match rating from 13 appearances. That is insane. He's also broken the Europa League goal scoring record, which was Falcao back in 2010, 26 years ago. Strabic, 12 assists for Strabic, beating Odegaard's record of 8 in 2031, sorry. Insane. Gavadel named Europa League Player of the Season. Perez was second. Strabic was third. We'll praise him for that as well. Obviously winning the Golden Boot. 13 appearances, 18 goals with 3 assists in the Europa League. And then he wins Young Player of the Season as well. You look at the squad of the season from the Europa League. We've got Melges, we've got Puljic, we've got Dusak, Nagtigal, Juarez, Strabic, Rojas, surprisingly, and Gavadel. No Perez. Interesting. All right, let's get into the squad. We'll go average ratings. I mean, as you would expect, we got Gavadel first, 7.58 with 38 starts, 5 sub appearances, 44 goals in all competitions this season. That's the highest goal scoring striker I've had in probably like the last 3 or 4 FMs. I don't think I've had anyone higher than that. So that's something special for me personally, which I really like. He got 8 assists, same as Perez, both having 8 assists each. Perez played a few more games than him. He played 40 starts with only 6 sub appearances, 32 goals. Again, Perez, his goals are a little bit inflated. He does take the penalties, so he's probably got a few more penalty goals, whereas Gavadel pretty much doesn't take penalties. So, yeah, Rojas, 7.19 for him this season. I think it's his first season at the club, isn't it? That is insane. He's been so good. 1.5 mil. What an absolute bargain. Got the Wonder Kid media description now. He's also still got the 5-star potential, which I love. He's only 19 as well. 10k per week for another 4 seasons. Absolutely beautiful. I love a Wonder Kid like that. Cheap, talented, 13 goals, 13 assists. You'll love to see it. We got Strabic next, 7.16. Big season from him. Sort of keeping... So he started the season not even being able to play on the left side as AML. He's now natural there. 19 assists this season. Pretty much all of them coming from that left-hand side. Really, really good return. Only 6 goals, which is okay. He doesn't have as much pace as Rojas, so I don't think he gets into, goal-scoring positions as often. But he has that crossing quality. I think he's 18 crossing, which is ridiculous. Not exactly suited for an inside forward, but it works. He also takes corners as well, which probably helps him boost that stat, similar to Perez with the goals. But very happy with that. Then up next, we've got Bednarek. Of course, we bought him for, 600,000? 550,000 back into Bundesliga. And the guy, he's still performing for us. It's ridiculous. 7.14 this season in all competitions. 27 starts, 16 sub-appearances. So he's coming off the bench and he's actually doing some work for us. You know what I mean? 8 goals, 11 assists for him. We got Nagtagal, of course, one of my personal favorites. Probably one of your guys' personal favorites as well. 7.13, 13 assists, 4 goals for him as well. New boy Juarez, very happy with him this season as well. Got him on a free transfer, and he's done absolute business at left back. Again, 7.13 for both of our fullbacks, wing backs, I should say. He got 10 assists, 5 goals for him. Played a few less games compared to Nagtagal, but did a really good job. And then we got Pena. Pena coming in January on a free transfer. 7.11 at centre back, and he's not even natural in that position. He's a natural right back, but he's developing really well. Such a good player, such a solid centre back that I feel like we've sort of lacked for a little while. And I've tried to find someone, and then all of a sudden I find him on a free. He comes in and he's just solidified us. And I want to give an honourable mention to his partner, Puljic, who going into this season was probably the 4th choice centre-back, 5th choice with Adidas Sycan around. And he's come in and started and performed well enough, being a 2-star current ability player in that position. Goes to show that star ratings don't really matter that much when a player's got some good stats in the position they play. Very happy with him. 7.09. Traore doing some decent work as well. 7.06 for Traore. 9 assists. Very good. Only 17 starts with 9 sub appearances for him. And then we got Dusak, 7.04. Big season for Dusak. He's developing more. He's turning into a really good defensive midfielder. Averaging over a 7 is very good for a defensive mid. 6 assists for him and only 5 goals. That's perfectly fine. That's what we want. We want a player that can do that. Disappointingly, Gel under a 7 match rating throughout the course of the season. He got himself 16 goals though, only 1 assist. Didn't play too well recently. He's coming off the bench, 12 sub appearances for him, so it's a little bit lacking in terms of his sort of opportunity or game time, I guess. But when you've got strikers like Perez and Gavidel, it's going to happen. It's bound to happen. He's still here. I don't really want to sell him. I'd love to keep him around because he was. I would say he's probably one of the most influential players that we did sign that sort of changed the direction the club was going. And in my eyes, he's a club legend. So very happy with him. Even though that rating's probably a little bit lower than I'd like it to be. And then finally, Viscasil, 6.97 for the German wonder kid we signed this year. A bit of a tough first season for him. He's still got 5-star potential. He's an absolute beast, and he's only going to grow more and more. Picking up his first cap this season for the German national team as well. And he's going to be very, very good coming in the future. So there we go. Just looking down here, Gavidel and Perez both had 10 Man of the Match awards, which I think is pretty incredible as well. Dusak, surprisingly, with the most yellow cards this season. And then, yeah, surprisingly, Nagtagal didn't even get a red card. Fair play to him. One thing before we finish off the finances, we're looking healthy. Prior to me starting this episode, I actually requested... What did I request? I requested youth facilities to be upgraded, youth recruitment to be upgraded, and junior coaching. So I have started the process of us trying to eventually have our own academy producing high-quality players that we might be able to use in the first team. I would love to get some wonder kids from our academy that are either... I would like German because we're playing in Germany, and I feel like having that national, I guess, academy player that plays in the nation, plays for the national team. It just feels really good when you develop someone like that. I've had it before, had it back on my AS Monaco series way back, I think FM2014 potentially. We had an absolutely incredible French player that was levels above pretty much all the other academy products I ever had. And yeah, I'd love to get a repeat of that. Anyways, we won the Europa League, guys. Looking forward to next season. We're going to be back in the Champions League as well. Like I said, we added a trophy to the cabinet. We've got a DFB Pokal. We've got a Europa League. Hopefully, we'll be challenging for the Bundesliga next season. And then the season after, hopefully, we're going after the Champions League. I'd love to see that. Anyways, make sure you smash a like, subscribe to the channel as well, guys. And apart from that, take it easy and goodbye.